Greetings, fellow noobs. This is Blomus, bringing you a 1v1 here on Blistering Sands. We have, in the top right, Aura, spawning as the red Zerg, and in the bottom left, HalcyonMaus. Halcyon is a repeat offender here on the Nuubcast, and looking forward to seeing what he's going to be doing here on Blistering Sands. I would be remiss if I did not give Thanksgiving shouts to all those who are celebrating this Thanksgiving Day. And I think it's still Thanksgiving Day. It's not quite midnight. Yep, I've got about 30 minutes left of Thanksgiving. I ate my face off this afternoon and just sort of waking up from the tryptophan-induced coma, and wanted to get some casting in because, you know, I don't know about you guys, but around here with different family and different places, Thanksgiving is like an all-weekend affair. So we eat on Thursday, we go to different families on Friday, we eat some more, and then we go to other families and we eat some more. So, and I kind of forgot early in the week that it was Thanksgiving week. So I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be able to make all these casts. I'm going to have some time. But then I wasn't here all day. And yesterday I was freaking sick as a dog and didn't cast at all. So, but in an attempt to be good on my word and give you content, good content, I'm here. Which is where I love to be. It's certainly not a sacrifice on my part to be here, watching StarCraft games, watching Aura scout Halcyon's base and make his quick expansion over here, 14 hatch, as Halcyon is well aware of what his Zerg opponent is doing, having dropped the spawning pool down here, 15 pool. And let me get that production tab up so you can see what's happening as I do it. I have watched this game before. This is not a cold cast, but it has been quite a while since our friend HalcyonMaus submitted this replay. So it's kind of cold for me. I remember it being a good game, and so I wanted to be able to cast that for you, and and give a little perhaps redemption is the proper term for it, as I think the last game that our friend HalcyonMaus submitted didn't go in his favor and was kind of a strange game for Platinum players to play. But I am confident that this one will be much better, as we see both players getting their macro on, getting droned up, and getting SCV'd up. You can actually still hear in my voice, I imagine, a little bit of nasalness going on. I had pretty much the worst sinus headache in the memory of my life last night. Just some serious pain. But I took this stuff called Sinex by Vix, and oh boy, did that freaking work. It was so awesome. I've got some Zerglings running around the map. I'm gonna try and smack this SCV around, get control of that Zelnaga tower. What else is going on here? We got Zerg speed on the go. We have a single gas geyser down for our Zerg buddy, which makes me think he's going to be doing lots of lings and perhaps some roaches, but not too much. Oh, going for that quick lair. Like to see that. And HalcyonMaus getting a bunker for his own protection, getting that rocks vision on these rocks with this supply depot. eBay is down, and so far we've got two of the 111. The Destiny Cloudfist, I don't know if he's going to be getting that third, but we've got some good early action tanks coming out, getting that marine tank mix, which is very powerful against Zerg. Overlords out and about, hanging out. Lings working it. We've got some just macro, just pumping it up at each player, letting the other get their party on. Got a Roach Warren down and a Baneling nest going up. Banelings always almost... I'm not sure I've watched a TvZ in recent weeks, maybe even months, where a Baneling nest has not gone down. Banelings are just so powerful. And of course, make me want to sing, Banelings, 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 oh. Yeah, I'll stop right there. But you can't help it. And it's going to be in every one of your heads from now until StarCraft 3. Or longer. If there's a StarCraft 3. We'll probably be like 90 when StarCraft 3 comes out. But, you know, you're hoping for Heart of the Swarm. More gas geysers going down. And an Evo chamber. We see our Terran friend getting that infantry level 1. There's a little bit... getting the third building. It's a very kind of a late starport for a Destiny Cloud Fist build. Here we are, almost 9 minutes in. Not a whole lot of action yet. Nobody really creeping out. I am going to speed it up a little bit here, just so that we can... we've got our first Banelings getting morphed over here. Not real thrilled about this stuff. I don't like when people hide their overlords, particularly... Okay, we've got a Terran ball coming in here. But, you know, creep is a very important part of the Zerg build. And yeah, he's got Banelings, but you know what? A good person with good macro. Mouse comes in. He's got the first attack. He's got his siege up. Marines coming in. Going to take out that spine crawler with ease and that queen. Overlord as well, but you know what? And here's kind of part of my point here. If a few roaches come out, but if he's got creep here, if he's got creep here, then those Banelings become, you know, so much faster, so much more able to be of assistance. Now we see what Aura is doing. He's waiting. He's getting more roaches, getting more infantry, so he can engage these guys and then use those Banelings not as a main force, because the tanks will hit them. Will hit them first, but to kind of a buffer for the tanks to hit, so that the Banelings can get by and take out these Marines and do some damage to these tanks. So kind of the way that Aura wants to split up his forces is to have some Lings and Roaches out front, and then some more Roaches and Lings in the back, so that he can have his initial attack come out, Roaches come out, and have the tanks hitting that first wave of Roaches, so that while they're waiting for their second shot, those Banelings can come in and take out these Marines. Now we have a Viking on the field for some more vision. Maus doing great thing while he is blocking in his opponent here, and just kind of biding his time here, getting tanks hitting from the low ground. Gotta like that. Gonna be able to take out some of these drones, get more vision with the Viking. It's gonna come in, and just do some more incredible damage with these siege tanks, doing a massive massive 35 damage. It's going to be doing 50 damage to these roaches, but incredible hit, perfect use of those what I was talking about before, splitting up and he even used one of those Lings to blow up his own tank. But my opinion, Aura waited too long, and so HalcyonMaus was able to get up such a force that he had extra tanks, so he was able to take out most of Aura's units, and of course he also gave up that expansion, which is way too soon. He's going to lose that tank. That's probably a bad idea. That's just kind of giving away. It's a free kill right there. never really wise if you can use it. Unsiege that tank, get it out of there. Kind of a waste. But already rebuilding. Um, got his expansion down. Wary of mutas, which we do see a spire going down in the main here of Aura, and getting a second hatch in the main so that he can be pumping out units. He's going to lose this. He's going to lose this Viking again. He's just kind of careless. You got to think of your units as your children. And I know you're sending them out to die, but you want to save the ones that you can. And you don't want to needlessly send units into their death if you don't have to. You have to fight. That's the game. But you can be a little bit more careful with your units. Or sending out more and more roaches. They're down here. They've cleaned up. They're cleaning up these rocks for the gold expansion, which I like. We'd have to say that, obviously, if we look at the units lost tab, Aura is going to be behind because he lost that expansion. He lost that whole expansion, and but HalcyonMaus did lose a lot of units in the interim as well. Mutas are out, or at least being made. We have 20 roaches on the field, going up against. Going to be walking into. Oh look, they're going to walk right by each other. These tanks are going to have opportunity to siege up. If they are, they're not even going to siege. Kind of a mistake because they do get a huge buff from when they're not sieged. They only do 15 damage. So even though HalcyonMaus wins that battle and kills those 20 roaches, he probably lost more units than he needed to. Had he left one or two of those tanks unsieged and then sieged up the back three, he would have done a whole lot more damage. And here we're coming into what could be a deciding battle. We do have these medevacs getting healing up these marines. Still no siege on these tanks. And Aura's gonna GG. That was kind of a surprise. I think, he's got this whole... that really is surprising that he would GG. I don't remember it ending that quickly. But Aura did... HalcyonMaus did play a very good game. He kept control. But here we have this expansion about to go down. We've got this expansion back up and running. And I don't know. Seemed like a quick GG from Aura. But in any case, congrats to HalcyonMaus, and welcome back. Very well played game. I believe, if my memory serves, this was a Diamond Zerg, and Halcyon is a Platinum Terran player. I could be wrong about that. Halcyon will correct me in the comments if need be. But again, very well played game. I guess I don't have much else to say about that. The only other thing I would say, obviously I started to talk about this, but some action came on the field. Aura needed to get more creep out. I think he, anytime a Zerg doesn't lay down creep, he puts himself at a huge disadvantage. And that's what you have all these overlords for. Yes, you risk losing them if you have them out pooping creep, but if you get speed, and you can usually keep them alive to a certain extent. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. Thanks again for listening. Thanks again for supporting and for submitting replays. Good job, HalcyonMaus, for getting that win. Keep climbing that ladder, guys. We'll see you soon. Happy Thanksgiving.